Freedom isn't given in this world. It's earned. And the price? Discipline. The question is, are you willing to pay it? There comes a point in your life when you have to face a hard truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your friends. Not your boss. Not the system. And deep down, you already know it, because every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," every time you say, "I'm just waiting for the right moment," you're not waiting, you're avoiding the work, avoiding the discomfort, avoiding the version of yourself you know you're capable of becoming. And that's the real pain, not failure. It's potential, going to waste. See, in this country, we're raised on the idea that anything is possible, the American dream, opportunity, freedom. But nobody tells you the cost. The cost is discipline. The cost is sacrifice. The cost is doing what needs to be done when you don't feel like doing it. Because freedom isn't given, it's earned. And right now, most people are choosing comfort over freedom. They hit snooze instead of waking up early. They scroll instead of building. They talk about goals instead of executing them. And then they wonder why nothing changes. But your life doesn't change because you want it to. It changes because you demand it to. Let me ask you something. How much longer are you going to tolerate being average? How much longer are you going to accept less than what you're capable of? Because every day you wait, you're reinforcing a habit of hesitation, a habit of excuses, a habit of staying stuck. And habits don't disappear on their own. They get replaced by action, replaced by discipline, replaced by a decision that says, enough is enough. Because here's the truth. Most people won't tell you. You don't lack time, you lack urgency. When something truly matters, you find a way. So if you're not making progress, it's not because you can't. It's because you haven't decided to, and decision is everything. The moment you decide that your future matters more than your comfort, everything starts to shift. You start waking up earlier, not because you have to, but because you want to. You start working harder, not for validation, but for growth. You start showing up, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because that's where the real transformation happens. Not in the easy days, not in the moments when everything feels right, but in the moments when you don't feel like continuing and you do it anyway. That's discipline. And discipline is the foundation of everything. It's what separates people who talk from people who win. It's what turns dreams into reality. And right now, you're standing at a crossroads. You can keep doing what's comfortable, or you can start doing what's necessary, but you can't have both. You can't have comfort and growth at the same time. You have to choose, and whatever you choose will define your future. And once you make that choice, there's no going back. Because now you're aware that every excuse is a decision, aware that every delay has a cost, aware that the life you want is built through the actions you take daily, not occasionally. Daily, that's where most people fall apart. They rely on motivation, but motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Discipline stays. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when you're tired. Discipline is what keeps you focused when distractions are everywhere. Discipline is what pushes you forward when results are slow, and results will be slow at first. That's the part that breaks people. They expect immediate progress, immediate success, immediate validation. But that's not how greatness works. Greatness is built quietly, in early mornings, in late nights, in the moments when nobody is watching. That's where the foundation is laid. And if you can stay consistent in those moments, you become unstoppable, because consistency compounds. Every workout, every hour of focused work, every time you choose discipline over comfort, it adds up, day after day, week after week, until one day, everything changes. But here's the catch. You won't see it coming. There won't be a warning, no announcement, just results. And suddenly, the things that once felt impossible become your new normal, but only if you don't quit. And quitting is easy. Quitting is what most people do. They quit when it gets hard. They quit when they don't see results. They quit when doubt creeps in. But you can't afford to be most people. Not if you want a different life. You have to be willing to do what they won't, to push when they stop, to focus when they get distracted, to believe when they doubt. Because success is not about talent, it's about endurance. It's about how long you can stay committed when nothing is working, and if you can master that, there's nothing you can't achieve. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop telling yourself you'll start later. Because later turns into never, and the truth is, you already know what you need to do. You've known it for a long time. You just haven't committed. But that ends. Today, right now, this moment. You decide who you're going to be. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now. You decide to show up. You decide to work. You decide to push past your limits. And once you make that decision, you back it up with action. Relentless action. Because your future is watching, and it's waiting to see if you're finally ready.